creatives and solopreneurs. Welcome to Coaching for Creatives. I am McKay. Today, we're going to talk about business books for freelancers and entrepreneurs. I'm talking about this partly because I have been doing a little bit of a purge in my house, trying to clean up and clear out some things. One of the things that I've been looking at is my bookshelf. And of course, there's all like my usual favorites and ones that I've gone back to again and again. And there's some on my bookshelf that I haven't even tackled yet, that I haven't even started to look at. My curiosity for you guys, do you have books on your bookshelf that you have been needing to read, that are on your must read but haven't got to yet? My coach calls that shelf on your bookshelf the shelf of self-help shame. Sometimes when we set ourselves up and we have all of these books that we think we should be reading and we're not doing, we beat ourselves up a little bit. Today is about inspiring you, about giving you some ideas of books that might give you some insight into some of the areas of entrepreneurship and being a freelancer that are pretty common in their struggles. So I'm going to dive in and I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. One of my top favorite subjects for freelancing and entrepreneurship is the mindset aspect. It's how does our thinking and our feeling, our emotional intelligence, our patterns and perspective, how does all of that stuff really impact our success or how we feel about our business? How we feel about our business often and is responsible for what we actually do and the results we get in our business. The basis of this comes from an author called Shawn Achor. And Shawn Achor is a positive psychologist, and he's written several books that really shifted what I focused on in myself, in my life, and in my business. Instead of focusing on all the negatives and what happened in our past to make us feel like that and what kind of old lingering negative stuff maybe do we need to deal with, positive psychology shifts that around and it looks at more of the proactive ways, the more intentional ways. Where could you focus to create success and happiness and fulfillment in your life? What could you lean into and leverage more of to build that sense of confidence? The books that I really like by Shawn Achor and that have made a huge difference in my mindset have been, there's Positive Psychology. Nope, it's called Before Happiness, Big Potential, and The Happiness Advantage. I think I read The Happiness Advantage first, and then I read Big Potential, and then I read Before Happiness. And each of them gives very specific step-by-step things that you can do to shift your relationship with happiness and fulfillment in your life, to create new habits or new space and possibility for happiness and fulfillment in your life. Many of us go into entrepreneurship because we have a desire for either personal or creative fulfillment. Maybe we're looking for freedom or prestige sometimes and creative expression. And all of that is about creating happiness and fulfillment in our lives. I invite you to check out those books, Shawn Achor, Before Happiness, The Happiness Advantage, and Big Potential. Those are the three books from him that really work on the mindset piece. Please drop in the comments books that have made a big difference to your mindset as a freelancer or an entrepreneur. The next area that I want to look at is the area of habit and productivity and efficiency and all of that kind of great stuff. There's a couple of books that I've read that have made a big difference in that area and in that impact. One of them is called The One Thing. Right now, I just can't even remember who wrote The One Thing. But that book is about assisting us in figuring out how to prioritize, how to decide what is actually important, where Is it going to make the biggest difference for us to focus our energy and our effort and our actions? The one thing helps you look at all of the stuff that's causing the overwhelm and the shoulds and the to-dos and the have-tos, and to look at what is the one thing that you can do such that by doing, everything else becomes unnecessary or simple and easy. I really liked that book because it gave me practical, tactical ways to access creating priority and understanding the difference between important and urgent. The other book that I like around productivity and creating new habits and behaviors is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Again, a book full of very rich, very clear, very specific, and easy to understand practical tools to create new habits in your life. One of the ones that I really like about Atomic Habits, two that I really like. One was the idea that if you can do anything for 2 minutes, you know, that 2 minutes isn't a long time, and that thing that you've been procrastinating or you don't really want to do, or it feels like it's a burden to you, what if you just did that thing for 2 minutes? And to just start to see how powerful 2 minutes can be in our lives, just for starting to take an action or even making significant progress within 2 minutes. Love the 2-minute habit. The other habit that I got from the book Atomic Habits was habit stacking. So defining a habit, like something you do by default that takes almost no effort or attention because it just is so automatic for us. If you have something that you already do, what could you anchor or attach to it so that it automatically flows? For instance, if in the morning after you brush your teeth, you go and you have a glass of water, if you've been meaning to add more vitamins to your day, you can add the vitamins to that habit that you already have of, oh, brush my teeth, drink the water, take my vitamins. If you're not already drinking the water, you can add in incremental additional anchor steps to be able to start to build some momentum and some inertia with your habit stacking. Loved those. The last one that I'm going to mention about habit and creating change and transformation in your life today is a book called Change or Die. I know it sounds really dire. The front of the book is red and it's got black letters and it looks like one of those Change or Die. It's very interesting because it does explore the idea that human beings are really reluctant to participate in the discomfort of change. What are some of the things that need to be in place in order for successful change to happen? This one is a little bit more intellectual. It's a little bit more case study based. It's less about practical tools for you in your life, but more about understanding the neuroscience and the psychology and the physiology of change and creating change for you in your life or for others and their lives. That would be some of the books that I am working on. Again, gang, if you have any productivity or time management or books that you really recommend that are great for changing our thinking around habits or changing our motivation or how we can lean in and leverage our time to create that life that we're all going for, that life where we get to make a living and have lifestyle, doing work that we love and that fulfills us. All right, getting into some of the business books and some of the other books that I really like. I feel like I'm going to have to do like a whole other one of these coaching for creatives on all of the books that I love. And gang, if you haven't already, join the book club. It's free, it's casual, it's super fun. We meet every 2 weeks. You get like a full 2 months to be able to read a book and read it together, read it with a bunch of other freelancers and creatives. We're going to talk about it each meeting. It's super casual. I put the link in the description and I'll pop it in the comments for you as well. The link is just there so that you can register, get the information, and get reminders. Come hang out with us, because right now, at least until the end of September, in the book club for freelancers, we are reading Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. This is like one of those seminal marketing books that anyone who's in copywriting or marketing has probably heard referred to or read a quote from or feels like they should. This might be sitting on your shelf of self-help shame. If it is, now is your chance to bust it out of that dusty shelf and just start to tackle it one section at a time. We are meeting, I think it's coming up soon. Anyways, check out the link. And really, we're tackling like an hour every 2 weeks of reading, and we're going to review it together, especially in books that you have maybe started for yourself and haven't gotten the momentum under you to finish. The book club is a great place for that. We're going to be exploring a lot of other topics and titles. Just to give you a few other ones, Simon Sinek's Start With Why. Loved Never Split the Difference and Negotiate as If Your Life Depends on It by Chris Voss. Stumbling into Happiness by Dan Harris. There are so many great books out there that I would love to hear your suggestions and your ideas. I'm always looking for new ways to inspire myself, to educate myself, and to bring relevant, current, topical information back to my courses, my programs, and to my one-to-one coaching clients. Because the more that I can stay engaged in the conversations that are happening around freelancing, around entrepreneurship, marketing, pricing, selling, and maintaining a mindset of success, the better resource I can be for you. So gang, fill me up. Let me know your thoughts. Join us at the next book club. I think the next book club meeting specifically is August 11th, if you're watching this live or you're watching this on a replay. But as I mentioned, we're going to be meeting every 2 weeks. We do have a list of books and we're looking for more ideas. So let us know, what books have inspired you? Where have you gotten some great ideas or tips for running your business? What has maybe even just changed everything in your perspective or in how you approach your business? Let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. And I will see you here next week live for Coaching for Creatives. I'm McKay, founder of Business of Creativity. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to hearing from you in the comments.